Yes, people. Welcome to another edition of the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. And like I start each and every show on the channel, whether it's the YouTube or the Twitch, big up to everybody supporting Sarcasm City TV. Large up each and every one of you lot. Like I always say, whether you watch the shows live and you're in the comments, whether you watch the shows live, have it on in the background, whether you watch the shows back after the live, whether you listen via one of the audio platforms, it's much appreciated and it does not go unnoticed. So big up to everybody supporting Sarcasm City TV. And for those that haven't seen, actually, whether you're new or whether you're a regular here, make sure you hit the like button on video. Hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share it across all the socials as well. Vitally important you do that. Share it across all the socials and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. Vitally important you do that. And check out the upcoming live stream section as well. It lets you know all the shows that are coming up. That is your Sarcasm City TV guide, people. So make sure you check that out. Also the Twitch, the link for the Twitch is underneath in the description, and on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch you will not get the same content as you get on the YouTube, so it's separate content on both. So make sure you are following both if you are a Sarcasm City TV supporter of it, or you are missing out, people. But yeah, like I was stating, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Road to 4K. And for those that haven't seen the ManDem United podcast before, it is a podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep your comments and all your questions Manchester United related, please. I'm going to run through some of the topics that have come out today, because obviously with Manchester United, there's always a story. There is always something going on, whether United are playing well, whether we're playing terribly, there's always something going on with Manchester United. And obviously, as you can see from the title, the United game versus Brighton has been postponed, and it's unfortunate. Obviously, from a football fan perspective, from a Manchester United fan perspective, we want football to go on, especially with the momentum with Ralph, like the feel-good factor being back. I can just speak for myself. I'm excited again to watch Manchester United. I was genuinely excited for the game against Young Boys. I was genuinely excited for the Palace game. I was genuinely excited for the Norwich game. And I was really interested to see how we was going to line up against Brentford. Really interested to see how we was going to line up against Brighton. But unfortunately, because of COVID, both games have been postponed. And I totally understand that. 110%, I totally understand as to why the games are being postponed. Life is bigger than football. So if the people in charge believe that postponing these games is going to help stop the spread of COVID and could potentially save lives, you know what I'm saying? I'm all for it. Unfortunately, because I have stated this before. I can see another lockdown happening, unfortunately. But I believe even if football is stopped for a couple of weeks or even longer, eventually they'll bring it back and just put it back behind closed doors. Is that ideal? No. Myself, I was looking forward to going to games. I'm trying to go to a United game this month. But obviously, with everything being up in the air, we don't know what's going to happen. I'm hearing there's multiple cases at Manchester United, and it's not just players. I'm hearing staff have it as well. So we don't know how many. But hopefully, everybody is safe. I hope all of you are watching. I hope you're safe and all your families are safe as well, because COVID and the lockdown and everything is no joke. Big up to Goku, who says, hi, Flawless. Unfortunate your game isn't going to be played. Very unfortunate, man. Like, there's so many questions. Like, normally for the entire time I've been content creating via YouTube, like Sarcasm City TV, I should say, and Ollie was in charge, we had all the answers to all the questions. It was the same questions, same answers. Now with a new man in charge, there was so many different questions now that were posed, and we was going to get the answers. Against Brentford, against Brighton, we were 110% going to get some of the answers, and even then we wouldn't have got all the answers. We don't know how we was going to play. We don't know. All right, so we have an idea of the formation. So he was going to go 4-2-2, but we don't know how he was going to play it. We don't know the personnel he was going to pick. We don't know where the performance is going to improve. Would they have got worse? Would it have stayed the same as Norwich? There was a whole thing after the Norwich game about United's poor performance, and it wasn't good enough. But it was going to be very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. But I don't know now. I legit don't know. But yeah. The guy Goku says, hit the like button. Mark says, big up Flawless, big up to you. So it says, I hear there are rumors Scott got it. If that's the case, they should get on with it. You're a joker. Nah, it'd be more than... They wouldn't postpone games just for one case. it's multiple cases. I'm hearing it's like double figures. Once it's double figures, it's a wrap, because the Tottenham versus Leicester game, that's been postponed as well. So we'll see. But at least we are getting football. Yesterday we seen Burnley Watford, that got called off. But hey, I did a watch along for the Arsenal West Ham game. So at least that's good. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, we're still getting football. It's not all called off. Like I said, I can see there being a small break, but football will return, even if it's behind closed doors, which is not ideal, because we all want the fans there, because it makes games better. However, if that's what they got to do, that's what they have to do. Yeah, I mean, you hear what I'm saying? So yeah, you lot continue to get your questions in as well and your comments in. But yeah, just quickly, just ending on COVID. Well, not even on COVID, on the Manchester United Brighton game being postponed. There is going to be a back catalogue of games. We was having this discussion yesterday on how they sort it out, and they'll just end up doing double game weeks. So like over the Christmas period, where you get 2 free games a week, or you'll get 3 games in 10 days in January, February, March, throughout the new year. They'll do that to fit these games in. Obviously, you got the African Cup of Nations coming up next month as well. So there's so much football. You got Champions League, and there's so much money involved. The authorities will find a way to make sure this goes ahead. The FA, UEFA will 110% find a way. When there's money involved, and there's major money involved, they'll figure it out. They got sponsors, they got TV deals, not just in the UK, they got international rights. They'll sort this out and do it in a safe way. I've said this before. What they need to do in the Premier League with all 20 teams is just put them all in a bubble, and you can't go nowhere. It's unfortunate. They did it with basketball a couple seasons ago in the playoffs. That's what they have to do. You get paid a lot of money, and it's the sacrifice you have to take. They could just put everybody in the bubble. Everyone can stay at, say, at the training ground or a set hotel, regular testing, and just keep it moving like that. Easily do that. So that's, say, for United, regular a hotel for them. Manchester City, the same. All the other teams is the same. Liverpool, Everton, etc., etc. Everybody just in a bubble. Nobody leaves. Nobody joins. Simple as that. If you get injured, you can rehab. You have the physios there, all the staff as well. They'll all be involved as well. That's what needs to be done so this doesn't spread. Will they do that? I don't know. But the way that they did it in the NBA a couple seasons ago, it worked. It worked. And then when you had, I can't remember the name of the player who left for some, what did he leave for? He left for some wings. Yeah, he wanted some lemon pepper wings. He didn't even leave for like a woman. He didn't leave to go see his family. Like, he left for some lemon pepper wings. I can't remember the name of the player. Someone in the chat might know. But yeah, that's what you have to do. You have to make sacrifices. It is unfortunate, but they can't do that. That is definitely an option and something they could potentially look into. But we will see. We will see. Actually, let me get some. I did have some notes, actually, people. I legit did have some notes. Bear with me. Hold up. There we are. Let's see. I did have a few things I want to talk about. It's going to be a short episode because I will be here talking about the Brighton game and the lineup I'd want to see. But without the Brighton game going ahead, there's not really much point, is there? So let's see what's going on. And you lot obviously put your topics to me as well. It doesn't have to be recent. Like, you don't have to be right now. It can be, whatever. Yeah, Lou Williams. That's it. Lou Williams. I knew somebody would know. Yeah. Lou Williams and that. So, yes, I'm hearing that Ronaldo was one of the ones not at training, sparking fears. It could have been him. He could be one of the ones who tested positive for COVID. Like I said, get well. McKenna, it seems he's going to Ipswich Town. I'm not even sure I think they're a League One side. I'm not 100% sure. But that's exceptional if he is leaving, because we are slowly but surely clearing out the dead wood from the coaching staff. Like, Ollie's gone. Carrick's left. McKenna's going. Is it just Mike Phelan? Let me know in the chat. Is there anyone else who is left? Like, yes, I am on Rance's Twitch later. You can catch me over there at 7. Came to Manchester for a long weekend to watch the Brighton match, and the game got called off due to COVID. Yo, sorry to hear that, Jeremy, man. Sorry to hear that. We'll be back at games soon, man. We'll be back at games. Just enjoy your stay in Manchester. That's all I can say. Step out in Manchester and see what's what. But is there anyone back to McKenna? Is there anyone left now? Like I say, Ollie's gone, Carrick's gone, McKenna's going, and Phelan's the last one left. He's the last man standing. And shouts to Ralph Ragnick, because he's getting the job done. Obviously, it was nothing to do with Ollie, but Carrick going, I believe he played a part in that. McKenna now all of a sudden looking at you. So this is good, man. Like, United, again, It's all blue skies and rainbows. Like, we are word to string a bell. We put the word out there. We back up. We're continuing to hear good news. It's been, since Ollie left, it's been nothing but good news. It has been absolutely nothing but good news in regards to Manchester United Football Club, I'm telling you. El Tang says, Mike feeling, man, like Uncle Fester in the chopping block net. Yeah, man, you got to go. And obviously that means also not only McKenna leaving, Phelan leaving, Ralph's going to bring in his own guys. And I'm all for that. Anytime I get asked the question in regards to, oh, who do you want as next manager? In Ralph, I trust. Whoever Rolex Ralph wants, I'm with it. Like Eddie says, double R Mafia in the building. I am all for it. All for it. Like 110%. Jeremy here says, Ralph is slowly getting rid of people. Shouts to him. Yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Exactly that. That is my thoughts on it. At least the break gives Ralph's time on the training pitch. That's true. Even though players are, this is a great point actually from EFAC. Even though players are injured, the players that are there, he can still get he can still work with, and he can still get his ideas across to even players who aren't there, because you can still be on the phone to them, you can be talking to them. This might help. This may be a blessing in disguise for Manchester United, rather than playing Brentford midweek, then Brighton, and a game after that, then a game after that, etc., etc. He can now can now get his ideas and his philosophy across to all the players, and I'm all for it, because not everyone's got COVID. We're not sure how many it is. Like I said, we're hearing it's staff as well, so it's not just players. So it could be a massive help. I didn't think of it like that, but that's a great point. McKenna found a job before Ollie. That's crazy. He did as well. That's crazy. He really did. He really found a job. That is mad. That is mad. Man really found a job before. Yeah, that's wild. That is wild. G says McKenna leaving. Yeah, man, McKenna leaving. You love to see it, and that. Love to see it. McKenna leaving. No, sweet. So that's all well and good. I'm hearing as well, Martial is looking like he is on his way out of Manchester United. Obviously, we spoke on this more so on Agenda of FC on Twitch. Shout out to my brother Tox. Shout out to Lewis who joined that show as well. And it is a shame, but I've said this about Martial before. I believe he made up his mind to leave before Ollie got sacked, before Ralph came in. I think he had his mind made up maybe as early as October. I think so. He's 26. He is good enough to play, and he wants to play in the World Cup. So why would you not leave? Like, why would you not want to leave? It makes perfect sense, especially when you look at that France squad as well, because they have a very good chance of winning the World Cup, and he can be a part of that and add that. Like, not many players have a World Cup. And again, he's good enough to play at club level. He's good enough to play in the Champions League. He's good enough to be a part of a side that can compete for major trophies, whether that's a Champions League wherever he goes, or whether that's a domestic, whether that's domestically as well in terms of league titles and cup competitions. Because he could go somewhere in England and play. Absolutely. He could go to a team in England and play, whether that's as a striker or as a wide player. He's got many options. He's got England. He can go back to France. He can go to Spain. He can go to Italy. Like, definitely 100%. Like, if Jesse Lingard has suitors, and I'm a fan of Jesse Lingard, Martial is younger and a better player. So definitely, without question, Martial can go somewhere and play. And I understand, if I'm him, I'd want to leave, because it's all about the what ifs. Like, if he stays, it's all about if Ralph picks him, he has to prove himself. Is he going to get ample opportunity? Because we knew under Ollie, I said as soon as Ronaldo, I said at the start of the season, it was last chance saloon. At the back end of last season, I said this is his last chance to prove himself at United. But he'll get fair opportunity. When Ronaldo was signed, I was like, Martial's done out here, because he doesn't even have a fair shot now. He's not going to play enough. And as we've seen under Ollie, how many games did he start? Was it 1? He started 1 in 12 or something like that. I'm sure someone in the comments will know the stats, but I'm sure it's something like that. He started 1 in 10. And then Ralph's come in, and he could stay and fight for his place. And I would love that as a Manchester United fan, because I believe this 4-2-2 system suits all our strikers, especially him. It suits Martial, it suits Ronaldo, it suits Rashford, it suits Greenwood. It suits Cavani. It suits all of our strikers. And I think he's more than good enough to break into that. Like, him and Ronaldo up top could work. But if he feels like, yo, there's too much water under the bridge and he wants to go and play now, I hear that, because he's good enough to leave in January and go play 15 to 20 games for whatever side he goes to. because he's played in Europe, so you can't play European football, but he could play domestically, put on a show domestically, and then he's got the half of next season because it's a Winter World Cup to then put himself in the shot window. Imagine a front three of Martial, Mbappe, and Benzema. Whoo! MMB. Like, that is fire. That is fire. Like, I'd love to see it as a fan. Like, I'm already a massive fan of Benzema and Mbappe, and then you put another one of my favorite players into that mix. Crazy. That is crazy. Martial is easily my favorite player. His dribbling is cold. Absolutely. Mark says Martial over Rashford. I'm in agreement. Do you think Chelsea have a chance of falling short in terms of winning the league this season? Do I believe they have a chance? Could they? Yes, I've said it before. People are just overreacting. Because we live in a social media era, people love to overreact when a team has a poor result or poor performance, or players have poor performances. People overreact. Like I've said before, they lost their 3 best central midfielders. If you take the 3 best central midfielders out of any side in Europe, they are going to struggle. They are going to struggle. Maybe apart from Manchester City because they're stacked. But then I'll flip it and say if you take the 3 best centre-backs away from Manchester City, they don't win the league and they're not the same side. If you take Stones, Diaz, Laporte out of Manchester City, they're not the same side. Maybe in, like I said, midfield, they can cope because their depth's that good. Bayern Munich are probably the only other one. But Bayern Munich will have another position in their side where if you take their 3 best players out of it, and that's all that happened with Chelsea. That's it. They lost Kante, they lost Kovacic, they lost Jorginho. Your team's not going to be the same. And it's the heart of your team as well. It's the engine room. It's the thing that makes everything tick. It's the central midfield, of course. So Chelsea will be fine. And I still expect them to win the league. Big up Flawless. COVID cases going crazy again. Stay safe, people. Yeah, man. COVID cases going crazy. It's mad. It is. Brian says he can play European football if he joins another team. Can he? Has he not played in Europe for us yet? That's crazy if he's not. Is that how much, like, Ollie just had him out when he was frozen out? Oh, that makes him even more lucrative. Like, if you're in the Champions League, why would you not? Especially if you can get him on loan, because I don't see anybody coming in to buy him. I can see a loan deal, and the team that's coming in to get Martial is negotiating from a position of leverage because they know he wants to leave. So imagine you get him on loan and United pay half his wages. Ajax, say, for instance, might look at that and go, why not? Does he go to a Lille? I'm thinking, no disrespect, I'm thinking of smaller clubs here, but you never know. Do a Real Madrid look at him? Do a Barcelona look at him? You got options, man. You got options, man. It's got options. But yeah, man, everyone stay safe, like MN says. Make sure you hit the like button as well, man. Make sure you hit the like button as well, people. Vitally important you do that. What was I going to go to next after Martial? This is only going to be a short show as well, people. Only going to be a short show. Brian says he has, but UEFA changed the rules that allows you to register 3 new players for European football for the second half of the season, even if they played for somebody else. Does that not make them ineligible? Does that not make them ineligible? You sure? I don't know about that rule still, unless they've changed it. You think more games are getting postponed? Yes, absolutely. Like you spoke on the COVID cases going crazy. Yeah, I can see it happening because when football went into lockdown last time, I've heard how true this is. This is not 100% factual because I don't know, but I've heard there's more cases now than when football got locked down originally. So you just want everyone to stay safe, man. Like I said, if they need to put it behind closed doors, they'll put it behind closed doors. So yeah, another player supposedly wanting to leave, Dean Henderson. I'm hearing Dean Henderson wants to leave, and it makes sense. That's another player though who's not at a Martial level, but he's good enough to go and try and play elsewhere, like 110%. Somebody's gonna come in for Dean Henderson, whether it's Sheffield United, because obviously he had 2 good seasons there. I'm not sure who else needs a goalkeeper. It depends how far down the English pyramid he wants to drop. If he wants to go Championship, it'll be fine. If he wants to stay in the Premier League, that might be a little bit tougher because I don't know what teams in the Premier League need a goalkeeper. Maybe you lot in the chat can let me know. But as far as I know, to my knowledge, no team in the Premier League is looking at goalkeeper. No new managers come in and falling out with a goalkeeper or anything like that. But you could get a move. Mitesh says, are they going to implement more rules for the players? How come the supporters need to have a COVID passport and the players don't? I presume they're going to implement more rules for the players. I can see that happening, especially with COVID cases going up. What do you need as a supporter? This is a good question. I don't know, because I am legit still trying to get to games. But I don't know what you need. Is it a COVID passport or just a negative test? They're the two things you need. It's a COVID passport or a negative test. And Brian says, yeah, even if they played for someone else, but only a max of 3 new players can be registered. Okay. Yeah, that makes Martial a much more lucrative option. Absolutely. So you can get him. He's got a chip on his shoulder. He's barely played. He can play in your domestic league, and he can play European football as well if you're in European competition. Let me know in the chat, people. 2 questions. What do you think the best options are? The most realistic, the best and most realistic options for Martial, and the best and most realistic options for Dean Henderson as well. Mohammed says, football behind closed doors is coming. Need Martial to stay badly. NHS Martial was just something else. I believe football behind closed doors is coming. Can fully see that happening, Mohammed. I want Martial to stay. However, I say this all the time, and I have to keep the same energy. If a footballer doesn't want to be, if somebody doesn't want to be at Manchester United, let them go. Simple as that. Someone doesn't want to be at Manchester United, let them go. Without question. They don't want to be here. Cool. No qualms with letting them go whatsoever. But yeah, man said NHS Martial. Yeah, Martial was on smoke. Martial was on smoke. Moving mad. I saw Man United being linked to Haaland for the summer. Do you need Haaland with so many attackers? Maybe a DM, and Raiola tax is hefty too. United being linked to Haaland for the summer makes sense. But when you look at our strikers options, it's not as deep as you would think it is. Martial's leaving. He's looking to leave. Cavani will probably leave in the summer. That's 2 down. Ronaldo's got a max year left after this. That's 3 down. That leaves you with Rashford and Greenwood. Haaland starts for us. So it's not as deep as you would think, simply because we're losing a minimum of 3 strikers. Rashford don't play up front by himself, so it's solely Mason Greenwood. And Ralph coming in and them having a close relationship, because he was the guy who found Haaland makes sense. And you know what? I'm all for it. I'm all for Haaland coming into Manchester United. Absolutely. Make it happen. Under Ralph, I trust with the new manager. So if they believe Haaland's who they need to go get, that's cool. A DM still needed though, regardless. Haaland or no Haaland, a DM is required. And I expect Manchester United, if we don't address that in January, we address it in the summer. There's no way we go into next season without a new DM. Not a chance. That's when if that happens, I would look at Ralph and the new manager and go, what's going on here? You can't possibly think the DMs we have are good enough. Can't see it happening. Raiola tax is hefty. However, when there's enough money, similar to what I was talking about with they'll make sure football is played even if it's behind closed doors. When there's enough money involved in something, they'll make the deal happen. Everybody's happy. Haaland gets his big move to Manchester United. He gets his big contract. Manchester United get one of the biggest upcoming stars in football. They get all the branding rights. It's a big deal for Manchester United. Raiola gets his cut. The fans get gassed. Who's unhappy in that situation? Haaland's happy. Manchester United are happy. Raiola's happy. The fans are happy. There's no loser. And then everybody gets their bag. You know what I'm saying? Haaland gets his bag. Raiola gets his bag. Manchester United get their bag in terms of branding. No issue whatsoever. Mitesh says, sell both with a buyback for Henderson, but will Ralph get to use the money? Glazers tax always present. You say buyback for Henderson. If I'm doing a buyback for anyone, it's definitely Martial. If I'm doing a buyback, 110% is Martial I'm doing a buyback for, without question. Will Ralph get to use the money? Yes. I don't believe Rangnick takes this job if he's handicapped. Not in the slightest. There's no way Ralph takes this job if he is handicapped. Because did he not turn it down initially? And then he was like, right, I want to come in for 6 months. Then I want to go upstairs. Ralph he seems like the type, and he's left jobs in the past. If he's not being given the tools to do the best possible job, he'll leave. And I fully respect that. I'm on that same wavelength. If I'm given a job and you don't give me the tools to be successful at that job, I'd leave. I've done it in the past and I'd do it again. 100%. Yes, the money's there. And the thing is with him, the money's much different. Because it's Basti, you're talking millions upon millions he's leaving on the table. But I respect it. I respect it. Juve would be a good landing spot for Martial, but they're broke. That's why a loan deal might help. A loan deal. Who's Juve's front two, front three? Who are their attackers? Let me see who plays for them. Let me have a look. Who actually plays for Juve? Like up front. I've not watched a lot of them, and I won't be watching Juve versus Villarreal. Absolutely not. I think that's the same day as the United tie. I believe so. I'm looking there, yeah, because they were in Chelsea's group. I was lining up against Malmo, Moise Kean. They had Bernardeschi, Dybala. Who else is on their bench? Right, they got Morata, Cuadrado. That makes sense, actually. Him to Juve makes sense. Absolutely, him to Juve makes sense. Having a look, even when they play Chelsea, they play Morata, Chiesa, Rabiot. Dybala, Moise Kean. To Juve makes sense. Yeah, Brian said it there. Morata, Dybala, Chiesa, Cuadrado. He can definitely go and play for them. Dortmund already have Haaland's replacement. I can't pronounce his name, but big up to you, Brian. Pyramid Scheme says United getting Haaland. This ain't Football Manager. United don't have the appeal. That is incorrect. If you think United can't attract any player in the world, it's crazy. You know why? 2 reasons. 1, we're Manchester United in name, and Manchester United sells itself. 2, we pay big money, and players will land for the bag. Pretty much all of us here would play for our rivals for the big bag. Liverpool offered me 200k a week. You think I'm playing for Liverpool? Absolutely. I'm having my hand on the badge and singing "You'll Never Walk Alone." Like, come on, man. This is not what we do in Pyramid Scheme. Say United don't have the appeal is incorrect. To say we're not the best possible project, I agree. There is better outfits out there for him. But to say we don't have the appeal is incorrect. And I ain't saying we signed Haaland. I was responding to the question. But Haaland to Manchester United makes sense. Because the path is clearing. And who goes and get, apart from Manchester City, who else needs a 9? Barcelona can't afford him. Real Madrid have Benzema. Bayern Munich don't want to pay the big wages like that. Does Haaland want to go to Italy? His options ain't as open as you think. Let me know, people. Where can Haaland go to? Minus the 2 Manchester clubs, what other realistic options does he have? Oh, yeah. Haaland is insane. Man came back from injury and has 6 goals in 5 games already. Facts. Sorry, which world-class player who didn't have a connection with the club prior or isn't English have we signed? Depends what you define by world-class, but Di Maria, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. There's 2 that come to mind. Bear in mind, I don't think Zlatan's world-class, but he's in that bracket. Di Maria, I think, is world-class, though. So there's 2 off the top of my head. But we don't really go for world-class players. But to say Manchester United can't sign world-class players is crazy. That's a wild statement. That is incorrect. We need to stay clear of any players whose agent is Raiola. Skilla Triller, I don't care. If the player is good enough and fits what we need and what Ralph wants, hey, deal with Raiola, innit? Pay him the bag and get it done. Dortmund getting Adeyemi too right. Haaland defo off. Who's Adeyemi? I don't know anything about him. Brian says Adeyemi, Mikoku, Gio Reyna. Dortmund already like 3 steps ahead. Gio Reyna, is that Claudio Reyna's son? Haaland to mold, here we go. Man are running bands, you know. Man are running jokes. Man are running bands. Mitesh should have swapped Dan James for Phillips and 20 million. Vlahovic from Fiorentina would be a good option as well. I don't want Calvin Phillips. So, like, nah, I disagree with that. Keep hearing about Vlahovic from Fiorentina. Again, not watched him, but I keep hearing about him, and he's put up good numbers, I believe, this season as well. But yeah, would he be a good option? We'll see. Like I said, it's all on, whatever Ralph wants, man. Shout out to Rolex Ralph, whatever he wants to do. Continue to get your questions in, people. Please keep them Manchester United related, though. Get your questions in. Adeyemi is the Salzburg striker. Okay, I didn't know this. So it makes sense why. Yeah. Got you, man. Pogba, Ronaldo linked, Sancho, potential English, Di Maria was the last one he exposed the club. Yeah, but that's not what we're saying. Pyramid scheme. You just said Manchester United can't sign world-class players, but we can. We signed Di Maria. We signed Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, but actually, no. Because of your metric, you said without connections to an English club, Di Maria didn't have no connections. And not many teams can sign Di Maria. We can sign most players. Like, we're appealing. We're not top of the list. No. Ralph helps that, though. With a Haaland deal, if Ralph approaches Haaland, that changes everything. This ain't Ollie no more. Vlahovic is the Balkan Haaland. He's quality. How old is he? Let me check. Because you lot, like I said, I don't watch, like, outside of the Premier League, I don't watch a whole heap of football. Simply because I be watching so much Premier League football. So he's 21, Serbian. Okay. Let me have a look. Let's see. See his numbers. Right, he's got 15 and 17 this season. Jesus Christ. Wow. Is he like Haaland? That is mad. 15 and 17. Yeah, that's wild still. Even though I don't rate Serie A, that's still impressive. Man's got a goal a game. Man scored 21 goals last season. Yeah, that's nuts. I don't Fiorentina rate even like her best side. That is crazy. That surprised me. I didn't know I knew his record was good, but I didn't know it was that. That is mad. Because Fiorentina are 5th. In the top, AC Milan 2nd, Atalanta 3rd, Napoli 4th. That is wild. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't watched him. But wait, Fiorentina ain't even in no shame, man. I wish it was in Europe. Wish it was in Europe. That is ridiculous. That is nuts. Very similar player to Haaland, very tall, bulky, but incredibly fast. That is crazy. That surprised me. He's top goal scorer in Serie A. Mitesh says, you like that McFred midfield. Midfield. This guy, you got jokes. Ishmael says McKenna is going. Yes, McKenna is going. Absolutely. I know some people are watching it back. I mean, I like behind on the live because they're bringing up stuff that I mentioned, which is cool. Continue to get your questions in as well, people. I didn't think we'd be here talking about Vlahovic, but here we are. We need a DM. Absolutely, we need a DM. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, we need a DM. 100%. David De Gea Hive in the building as well. Everywhere you go, always take De Gea with you. Big up to Emmanuel in the cut every single time. Make sure you hit the like button on the video, people. Make sure, mods, please get everyone liking. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. I don't even know how many likes we are on. But make sure you hit the like button on the video and subscribe to the channel. Road to 4K on here. Road to 4K. So try to see the year out big. Where was we at as well? Even though I hate to see it, I think Madrid are getting Mbappe, Haaland, and Pogba. But maybe if Lower leaves Haaland to Bayern. That's the thing is, that's what I was saying about Haaland. Outside of the Manchester clubs, his options are limited. And that's not because he's good, it's because who needs a striker? Bayern are one. However, do Bayern decide? Do they want to pay big money? I can see Madrid getting Mbappe. I can see them getting Pogba. But if they get Haaland, how do you fit Mbappe, Haaland, Benzema, Asensio, Vinicius Jr., Hazard, all into the same side? I don't see that happening. That's lopsided. They don't need Haaland. They have Benzema, who I think is one of the best strikers in the world. Like, he's top 2. Like, if someone told me right now he's the best striker in Europe, I wouldn't argue you down. To me, it's between him and Lewandowski currently. Like, I'm a massive fan. I'm a massive fan. So, yeah, man, we'll see. But Haaland, like I said, he ends up in Manchester. It's just a question of where, to me, if he does move. Dalot earned his place to stay. Absolutely. Dalot's been on smoke. Absolutely. And I said it from the start of this season. Dalot deserves his shot to succeed or fail. Wan-Bissaka was poor and has been poor this season. And I like Wan-Bissaka, but he's been poor. Therefore, if you're performing poorly, you should be dropped. Because if you're performing well, you're praised. Drop him and play Dalot. And we've played Dalot. He had the poor game against Villarreal when Danjuma done him. And then it was like, oh, he can't defend. And he's came into the side and he's been fine defensively. He's not had a poor defensive performance. I even seen a stat and it stated that he's won 82% of his aerial duels or something like that, which is crazy for a fullback. crazy for a fullback. Like, because that's not something, especially with modern day fullbacks, you associate with them as aerial ability. And that's one thing that we've seen Wan-Bissaka get caught out, not so much in the air in regards to his aerial ability being poor, but his positional sense. How many times do we see the ball go over his head? And Delo gives you a great outlet going forward. Again, the equalizer against Arsenal he was involved in, where he's played the reverse pass into Rashford. Even though it's a simple pass, Wan-Bissaka don't do that. If Wan-Bissaka's playing, we might lose that game. And it's not solely on Wan-Bissaka. I'm saying they're important key moments in key games. Against Crystal Palace, where we won 1-0, which could have changed the whole feel-good factor because it was Ralph's first game. He's picked up the ball, drove with the ball, carried the ball, passed it into Greenwood, who laid it off to Fred, and Fred scored a great goal. But again, if that's Wan-Bissaka, he don't do that. And it's the same with Tellers on the other side. And another thing is, there's no such thing as the perfect fullback. Sorry to burst people's bubbles. There's no fullback that is absolutely immense going forward and is immense defensively. Every fullback has weaknesses. Every single footballer has some form of weakness. That's why you put a system in place to mask their weaknesses. Well, we'll see. We'll see what goes on with him. Haaland to City, I can see it happening. Big up to Plug Boy Lyrics, says big up my guy Flawless, big up to you. Mohammed says Madrid will go for Mbappe and Haaland, but I think they can only pull off one of them, most probably Mbappe. I don't see them going in for Haaland because they have Benzema. Like, if Benzema was older or was showing signs of slowing down, I'd understand. If Benzema was like 37, 38, I'd be like, all right, cool. You're looking for a replacement. Benzema's been on fire. Like, he's showing no signs of slowing down whatsoever. Like, how old is Benzema? Is he 33, 34? Let me check. Benzema. Yeah, he's currently 33. Well, he's going to be 34 in 3 days. Actually, maybe they do look. But then I don't know, man. Like, Benzema, again, he's one of those strikers I think could play to 36, 37. He's that good. I think he's absolutely ridiculously good. Like, even this season, he scored 13 and 16 goals. I mean, he scored 13 goals in 16 games. Like, we're here waxing lyrical about Vlahovic, who scored 15 and 17, which is equally as impressive. Benzema's got 13 and 16. And it's not even like he's playing in the best Real Madrid side. I think I didn't know Benzema's numbers with that. That is wild. That is wild, man. Like, he is criminally underrated. Criminally underrated. Absolute joke of a player, man. Like, just the consistency. Been at Madrid since 09 as well. Even in Europe, he's 5-5. He's 5-5. Like, we need to have a serious conversation about how good Benzema is, because he's better than a lot of people's favorites. He's better than a lot of people's favorites. Flawless, what do you think about Havertz? Good player, technically sound. He needs more though. I don't know what the X factor is with him. Hello FC since he joined. Jared says, do you think Wan-Bissaka could be sold if Ralph finds a hidden gem at right back? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because even though Dalot's playing well, if Manchester United were to sign a right back, the new right back and Dalot competing for that spot, I'm all for. I'm all for that. What about selling Shaw and bringing back Ladd for a year? Ethan Ladd, he's a right back. But if we're going to sell Shaw and have a new left back to compete with Tellez, all for that too. Makes perfect sense to me. I am all for it. But I don't see Haaland staying at our club for a long time, especially with Raiola. Seems like a 3-4 year job and then bounce. Lewis was talking about this yesterday, how Haaland kind of wanted to use Chelsea as a stepping stone to go to Real Madrid or Barcelona. And I can see that happening. If he comes to one of the Manchester clubs and his career goes where it's supposed to go, he goes to Real Madrid or Barcelona in them 3-4 years. However, in that 3-4 year period, he could win you multiple league titles, Champions Leagues. So I would take the hit. You know what I'm saying? Because then it gives you 3-4 years to find a replacement. I'd fully go and get Haaland. I have no qualms with that whatsoever. Lam and Cafu were perfect fullbacks. Yeah, but they're world class. Ashley Cole's, you lot are missing my point. Ashley Cole's and Lambs and Cafu's don't grow on trees. Show me the Lambs and Cafu's now. That's like saying, oh, Ronaldinho was the perfect player. Show me the Ronaldinhos now. These fullbacks don't exist. These players are one-off. These are once every 10 years players type of thing. Like, lucky you might see 2 or 3 at the same time. That's my point. Whoever you think the best fullback is in the league has weakness. If you think it's Trent, if you think it's Reece James, if you think it's Robertson, if you think it's Tierney, whoever you think the best fullbacks are, they have weaknesses. Benzema will leave 2023 to Lyon. What makes you say that, Star Sailor? Yeah, I hear that Benzema gives Madrid no option but to stay with him. He's that good. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Benzema, the father, Drippy, so underrated. Benzema, best striker. Cold. Where else we at? Flawless, what are your thoughts on us getting linked with Sane and Rudiger next season? I think it's paper talk. I think it's all rumor. I don't believe there's anything to it. I believe Rudiger and Sane will... People do this with Manchester United all the time. It will help them get bigger deals because United are reportedly interested. However, would I take Rudiger? Yes. I believe Rudiger is the perfect partner for Varane. Like, he's the perfect... Like, Rudiger's not as good as a prime Ramos, but he's of the same profile. Aggressive, shithousery, in your face, that type of thing. And it suits Varane down to a T. You don't have to worry about him adapting to the Premier League either because he's been here. So Rudiger, I'm all for, but I don't believe it's true. Sane, I don't know how he's playing at Bayern. How is he doing at Bayern? If he's anything like he was at City, would I take him up so goddamn? But again, it all depends on the profile. It all depends on the system man want to play. Because Sane, a wide player. Could he play in a 4-2-2? Absolutely. Well, if you're going to get the best out of him, you're going to play him as a wide player. Unless he's drastically changed his game and I've not seen it. But that's how I'm looking at it, to be honest. But we don't know. Again, these are all the questions we don't have answers to because we don't know what the new manager could come in and go, I'm not going to go with this 4-2-2. I'm going to play 4-3-3. And Sane makes much more sense. So I'm going to go 4-2-3-1. Or you might say I'm going to go with wing backs. Then Sane doesn't make sense. I don't know. Pyramid Scheme says Benzema is cold. He just got slept on because he's decided to play Robin to CR Batman for like 5 seasons. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And he was much more than Robin. He was an integral part of that. That team's not as successful without him. They don't win 4 Champions Leagues in 5 years without him. Nah. Not in the slightest. Like, he's that good. Cold, man. And even though his goals took a hit, what he did for that team, being a foil for Ronaldo and Bale, is ridiculous. That's why Ronaldo kicked off when they tried to sell him. And Ronaldo's not an idiot. Those who've played football at any level, whether it's Saturday, Sunday League or higher, you know when a player's like cold for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you are a fullback and you have a DM who will help you out and cover you, and who will cover you when you go forward or double up when you're up against a tricky winger or winger who has your number. When that DM's not there, you are going to love that DM. If you play in a double pivot and there's certain number 10s and attacking midfielders you struggle with, if your partner's very good at dealing with them, then you might be like, when your partner's not there, you're going to feel that type of thing. And the same up front. If you're getting pure assists, what did Hazard say? Giroud's one of the best strikers I've ever played with. Why? Because he's the perfect foil for him. And the list goes on and on and on. And Benzema's that. I play football at Saturday and Saturday League and have played Sunday League. Trust me, the certain central midfield partners that I have loved, because everything I'm not good at, they are great at. And it's just perfect, works in tandem. Oh, this guy's 6'3" and quick. Yeah, this is you. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. But then I play DM, I'll double up with fullbacks. And that's why I have great relationships. Always had great relationships with fullbacks. Because man will just sit and scream. But here we are. Cressy says Manchester United first team coach McKenna in advanced talks to take over as Ipswich Town manager. Let's hope so, man. I hope it happens. Cancelo is close and Reece James. Reece James is not close to being the perfect fullback. Cut it out. Cut it out. He's not. Cancelo's cold. Cancelo is cold, but let's cut it out. Reece James is not the perfect fullback. He don't even play fullback. He plays as a wingback. Different scenario. Whole different scenario. Not seen enough of Mendy. Not seen enough of Mendy. Rudiger's a bad boy centre-back. He is. Sane is playing good with Bayern. He's been killing it. I'll have to ask I believe you lot, but I'll ask Aaron about it. Off topic, Flawless, any serious suggestions? COVID has been moving mad, so staying home is the best thing. Power Book 2, Power Book 3, BMF, Narcos, Breaking Bad, There you go. I just named like 6. I started watching Hawkeye yesterday. That was called Marvel. If you're not into Marvel, make sure you go check out Marvel as well. Like all the Marvel films. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them. You can start with just like the Avengers and like Winter Soldier and all them things there. Trying to think what else. Malice in the Palace, Snowfall. Snowfall is very, very, very good. Snowfall's cold. Yeah. See that I just named 7 or 8. So you got hours upon hours. Top Boy as well, both series. What was the thing with Asher D and Bulletproof? With Asher D and No Clark, exceptional as well. Says, Flawless, what advice would you give to someone like me who's in the academy for Palace, but half of my mates get up to no good and smoke and get up to no good? You have to be disciplined, fam. You know what I'm saying in that? You have to be disciplined. What do you want? Simple as that. Like, you can still be cool with your man them who smoke and that. You just don't have to get involved. And when they're smoking, don't be around a minute. Give yourself the best possible opportunity to succeed. I'm saying, like, your body is that's your tool that you're going to be successful or not successful. The fact that you're at Palace, I don't know how old you are, means you are already of a certain level. So you want to try and improve on that. You therefore, no Spider-Man spoilers, please, none. I'm not saying Sohan you spoiled it. I'm just putting it out there. I need to go see it. So yeah, man. Anyone getting up to no good, you can be cool with them, but don't get involved. Don't have that around you, man, innit? Because that's bad energy. That's bad energy, and you don't want that. I'm telling you. Ice cream van in the bits. And good luck as well, man. Red Dead United, man. Good luck. Benz is so smart with understanding players' ability around him. Cold. Ben's been flourishing since CR7 left. Goals in his playmaking could lead France to the 3rd World Cup next year. Absolutely. Absolutely. C1 says, man like Flawless, cussing my guy Reece, he screams L balance. I'm not even cussing him. I'm just saying he's not the perfect fullback. That's all. Yeah, plug lyrics is calm. People in the chat will come up with more things as well. Ben's effect is real. Love watching wingers beside him. CR7, Mbappe for France, and now we got Vinicius moving like Neymar. He's 34, like in a few days. And he's showing no signs of slowing down. That is crazy. Wait, man's got 13 goals in 16 games. That is ridiculous. He's got 5 and 5 in Europe. That is ridiculous. And if he dumps PSG out, which he could, even though I've got PSG winning that game, winning that tie, yeah, different level, man. Big fan. Big fan of him. Cold. Also, we lot get your questions in. We are going to close out the show very shortly, innit? In the next 5 to 10 minutes. So get your questions in. We will start bringing guests back on ManDem United as well. But I do like doing a solo show. I get to just answer all your questions and I don't miss any. Whereas when I'm joined by one special guest or a couple, there's 3 or 4 mics in it, so I might have missed your question. If variety don't play, it's good night. Yeah, variety is key to what they do. But I can just see the players going into a Super Saiyan mode. I've said this before and I say it again, I can fully see that happening. Players going into Super Saiyan mode because you got Messi, have a Mr. Barcelona, massive point to prove. Ramos, massive point to prove. Neymar, massive point to prove. Di Maria, point to prove. And I did initially have Real Madrid as favourites, but then I thought about it. I'm like, the second leg's at the Bernabeu. One more, Messi, I can just see being like, Barcelona fans already love me. If I knock out Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, I can see it happening. Yeah, variety. The midfield duo is going to be peak. Absolutely. And if Madrid wouldn't go through, it wouldn't shock me. I just expect PSG to do the bits. If PSG and United get through UEFA, we'll make the CR7 Messi in the quarters, no doubt. More than likely, yes, I don't want PSG. Give me the Juventus versus Villarreal winners. I want the winners of that tie. And then after that, give me Ajax or Salzburg if they get through, or Lisbon or some team like that. And then give me the dog and duck in the final. I don't care about all the glitz and glamour. Couldn't care less. Give me the easiest ties on paper possible, because I'm trying to win the trophy. I don't care who we played. I made this point. I've seen Manchester United in my lifetime win 2 Champions Leagues. I legit don't remember the games or who we played in the quarterfinals in 08. I don't remember who we played in the knockout round of 08. I don't remember the group stage of 08. The only reason why I remember it in 99 because it was the group of death. So we had Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Brøndby, and then we played Juventus in the semis, and we played Inter Milan in the quarterfinal. But that's only because they were special ties and they were teams I loved. That Inter Milan side, I loved it. That Juventus side, loved it. Barcelona side was cold, and Cole and York scored that infamous goal with the stepovers. So I am not trying to say I don't care less, man. And Bainesy, yeah, me shout out to my guy Bainesy and Saeed. Couldn't care less if Manchester United win that trophy who we played. Like, let's cut the shit, man, innit? Let's cut the shit. Like, we couldn't care less. It's all well and good in Neymar. Let the glamour tie is Real Madrid PSG. Let the glamour tie in the quarterfinal be Chelsea Liverpool or Chelsea City or City Liverpool. Because I can 100. I've said this before. I'll say this again. In the quarterfinal, 2 of the English teams draw each other. Who those 2 English teams are, I don't know. I expect all 4 English teams to be in that pot. So that means 4 from 8 is in the quarterfinals. So law of averages tells you, yes, 2 of them are going to draw each other. And I can see it happening. I'm hoping we get Juve Villarreal winner. City draw Chelsea, or Liverpool draw Chelsea, or Liverpool draw City. That's what I'm looking for. Big up to Daniel as well. Flawless, who's your GOAT, United GOAT, favorite all-time player? Too many to name. I've seen too many greats. So I got like 4 or 5. Roy Keane, Paul Scholes, Cristiano Ronaldo, Andy Cole, Robin Van Persie. That's my 5. Yeah, that's my 5. I would say. Feel like it's a City year. I can see City going. They're probably favorites for the Champions League. In all honesty, they're probably favorites for the competition. Yeah, Steinman does want Ronaldo versus Messi. I told him do that in the World Cup. You know what I'm saying? And that do Portugal versus Argentina in the World Cup. I don't need no nostalgia. I don't need any storylines. This isn't wrestling. This isn't Coronation Street. This isn't Hollyoaks. This is real life, people. Win the trophy. Win the trophy. Bluey City says, nothing worse than drawing English teams in the Champions League is City's proper kryptonite. So here's hoping the quarterfinals. Hopefully you get knocked out by Sporting. If you don't, here's hoping City Liverpool. That's what I want in the ideal world. United, Juve, Villarreal winner. Hopefully City and Liverpool and Chelsea all go out, but that's not going to happen. But quarterfinals, City versus Liverpool. Let's go. Let's go. Run it back. You know what I'm saying? Number 1, I get to see one of you lot go out. Secondly, it's great for content creating purposes. Everyone's a winner. Everyone's a winner. And United didn't play either of those 2. There we go. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. I said, no thanks. Yo, Bluey City, you should be confident, man. Your favorites for the Champions League. You got Pep Guardiola in charge. You got all these world-class players. Why are you shook? Why are you shook at Liverpool, man? Well, go on. Why are you shook? Nah. Don't worry about you take City that. What, you scared of Liverpool and Klopp, yeah? You don't want to see Divock Origi. All right. I see you, my guy. Or my girl. You could be a girl. My apologies. City lineup versus... I did stop saying that because I just presume people are male and it's like, right, he could be female. So my apologies if I've done that in the past to anybody. City lineup versus Leeds the other day was mad. Pep went full savage mode. Grealish, Foden, De Bruyne, Bernardo, all-star. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely nuts. And they destroyed him. Leeds were awful, though. But anyway, fuck Leeds. I hope they get relegated. I should have done the Thai thing and put my face close in the camera in it. City's kryptonite is them shit teams. All right, well, Liverpool are under that bracket. So there you go. You know what I'm saying? Actually, you might lose to Liverpool. That's why you not want him. I hear that. Because we lost to the 3 English teams in the Champions League under Pep. Right, 4th time's a charm, man. 4th time's a charm. I take City in a knockout round. Why? Please explain to me why you would want City. Would they be your first choice in the quarterfinals? Why? Why are they that? Like, please let me know. Like, please let me know why that is the case. So let's say, for instance, the teams that go through, let's say it's United, City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Ajax, Juventus, and Bayern Munich. Out of those 7 out of those 8, who are you picking? Who are you picking? Like, let me know. Who are you picking? Because I know who I'm picking, and it's definitely not Manchester City. And that's to everyone who's got a team in the Champions League knockout stages. So Arsenal fans, you can't be involved in this. But yeah, let man know. Marshall says big up, flawless prediction for the Liverpool-Newcastle game. I will be doing a watch along for that on the Twitch as well. People, don't forget, I'll be doing a watch along for that on the Twitch. Firstly, secondly, I can see Liverpool gonna beat him. Newcastle are awful. Pyramid Scheme says City ain't got the pedigree. It's like playing Yu-Gi-Oh. The man with the Champions League trophy won it by default. We'll see. How highly do you rate Conor Ben? Never watched the full fight, but the way he dispatched of Algeria was fire. I'd love to see him versus Adrian Broner. So we'll see. But I've not seen enough of Conor Ben to say how good he is. But to beat Algeria in that fashion is very impressive. Because of our record against English teams in Champions League, if I was a United fan, I wouldn't be scared of us. Let me get mistaken. I'm not scared of anyone. Like, I favor Manchester United. Not favor. I'm confident Manchester United go through over 2 legs against anybody in the Champions League. However, I'm trying to make it as easy as possible on paper. If United got Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, or one of the English teams, those 5, we're not the players. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, we're not the favorites. We are not the favorites. However, I'm confident against any of those 5. But why would I pick one of the 5 where I don't believe we're favorites? Give me Atletico Madrid. I'm happy with that. Give me Juve or Villarreal. Give me Ajax. Give me Benfica. Give me Sporting, Salzburg, etc., etc. Like, I'm hoping so. Ralph's style of football matches up well against the possession team. I hope so. And there's another question, though. We don't know how Ralph's going to play. And that's the interesting part. We don't know how Ralph's going to play and what Ralph's going to do. But I hope it does. I really, really hope so. I really do. Honestly, the fan base needs to calm down. If we go through, I want the winners of Ajax versus Benfica. Why make life harder for fucks? I'm with you, Ibrahim. Ibrahim, you are preaching to the choir. Preaching. Say it louder for the people in the back. Give me the winners of Juventus, Villarreal, or Ajax, Benfica. Why would I want a team we're not favorites again? Why would I pick Bayern Munich when you can play Benfica? Somebody make that make sense. I'm trying to win the trophy. I'm trying to win the trophy. Mad. Yo, hit the like button on the video, people. I did say about like 20 minutes ago I was going to close out in 5-10 minutes, but you lot got me talking. As long as you lot got the questions coming in, I will continue the show for longer. We have gone over an hour as well. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't forget as well, you can become a member of the channel, people. Many great perks for the Sarcasm City TV membership, including how to get on the channel. The link is underneath in the description, people. Links underneath in the description for the membership. Also the Twitch, follow over there, because that's what you get. Non-Manchester United Premier League watch-alongs and non-Manchester United Champions League watch-alongs, plus basketball watch-alongs, and Agenda FC is over there, plus more. So make sure you check it out. Flawless, do you agree that life hasn't been the same since 2019? In what sense? All right, what are you talking about? I can explain. Go elaborate, and I'll answer the question. I will answer the question. Who's Manchester United's next game, actually, as well? Let me have a look. Like, I know Brighton, so we've missed 2 games now. We're going to have a look here. All right. So, let's have a look here. Gee, so our next game is supposed to be Newcastle on the 27th, a game I actually want to get to. So it's after Christmas. We don't play again until after Christmas. Crazy. That's wild. I might end up doing a Coupe de France watch along this Sunday after all. I might just do that. The Coupe de France. Yeah, because we got Newcastle on the 27th, and then we play Monday, then we play Thursday against Burnley at home. Mad. That's crazy. Bainesy be living in his own anime, trying to challenge the final boss after 10 minutes of playing the game. Give me the weakest team, please. This is it. Man wants to face Bowser from the jump. You know what I'm saying? Man trying to face Thanos in the first film. Like, man trying to face Thanos in Winter Soldier just cat by himself, or the first Iron Man. Like, yo, relax. You know what I'm saying? Man trying to fight friggin'. Man trying to fight Freezer from the jump. It's like, yo, just chill out. Like, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you just need to relax. Relax. Yeah, Bainesy wants to face Broly. Yeah. I was trying to think of another Dragon Ball Z bad guy, but it's like, relax, guy trying to face Frieza from the jump. Trying to face Cell. You know what I'm saying? In the Garlic Jr. saga. Like, yo, just chill out. Jake Paul or Woodley, I couldn't really care. I'm not gonna lie, not fussed whatsoever. Yo, man, trying to take the freezer, but he yamcha. Yeah, like this is the vibes. Like, just relax. Flawless Atletico playing versus Sevilla next. Do rival watch along. When did they play them? Because you lot asked me about this. If you lot want me to start, like European watch alongs, I might start. 100%. I might do. I might. Let me see. Let me have a look. When did they play? Yeah, because normally they play the same time as the Premier League. That's the issue. You're saying it, and this is why I don't Atletico playing Sevilla next. But I suppose it matters for us. Saturday the 18th. Maybe. I might look into it. I'm not sure. Maybe. Sporting actually won the league after so long, after they got rid of Bruno. Maguire relegated 3 Premier League clubs. Actually, what I'm trying to say, that is our captains. Thank you for that, Nanny. Appreciate it for bringing that back. Just in life in general. Yeah, how's it? It depends who you're talking to. For me, not much changed. Yeah, for me, not really much changed. Because I was already like, even though I do this like for work, I'm really antisocial anyway, and I wasn't outside much. Apart from going raving and being unable, and I didn't even go football because Ollie was there. So apart from going raving, it didn't stop too much for me. So it didn't really change too much for me. But I can understand why it changed for other people. If you are outgoing and going out to work, and then all of a sudden you stop going out, you're no longer going to work, you can't see family members, etc. Like, I ain't fussed in it. Like, my circle's small as it is. Like, so there's only a few people that like, I would genuinely miss. So EFAC says, if the break happens, we'll have a fully fresh squad for the return. That's true. See, MN says it here. Yeah, you're not getting 2 trophies for beating Bayern. Facts. Yes, Star Sailor. I was just looking at it. It says 8 p.m. UK time. European watch-alongs would be sick. I can never find people watching some teams. I ain't gonna lie, is it good though? Like, am I gonna be entertained watching? Because I know Serie A ain't the best quality. La Liga, maybe France, PSG. Like I said, I'm gonna do Coupe de France. I'm legit doing the Coupe de France game this Sunday. I'm doing that because PSG got that game. And I love the Coupe de France. So I will be doing that on Sunday. Like, I'm trying to get that into the schedule. Yeah. Right, Sunday the 19th. So if Lewis isn't doing Shameless FC, I'll be running the Coupe de France. And that'll be, Sunday the 19th of December. Other than that, I'm not really interested in watching La Liga like that. I'm not gonna lie. Dollars, you see England got Italy, Germany, and Hungary in the Nations League. I ain't really too fussed about the Nations League like that. Netflix suggestions: Power, Breaking Bad. What else is on Netflix? Narcos, Top Boy. Trying to think. Yeah, like, there's nothing else I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah, Top Boy's on there as well. If the break happens, we'll have a fully fresh squad for the return. Pogba, Varane, Cavani all back. True. That's a very valid part. I heard Varane was in contention for this Brighton game. So hopefully he's back. Big up Bainesy in the chat. Says, why am I seeing my name in the chat? Because we're talking about you. We're talking about you wanting all the tough teams in the Premier League in the Champions League run. A man said, yo, you don't get 2 trophies for beating Bayern or 2 trophies for beating Messi and PSG. You should play FM22. I'm all for that. However, the reason why I wouldn't play FM22 because I just stopped streaming. It takes up all your time. So time consuming. Like, I've got that old FM 2007 that before I started live streaming on Sarcasm City TV, in the original lockdown, man was just running FM 2007. I just like that metric of that game. It's cold. Yeah, fam. Defeating Messi's all well and good, but it's an ego boost. That's it. You don't get any more trophies for it, fam. Power's cold. One of the coldest. Like I said, the only thing I've watched that's better than Power is Breaking Bad. That's legit. The only thing. And the way Power's done spin-offs is incredible. Power's the best universe next to Marvel. Like, Marvel are number 1, then it's Power number 2 in terms of just universe. 100%. No, I've not seen Desmond Doss story. All right, Zeno, you need to relax. Big up my guy Zeno, my fellow co-host. He says, yes, sir. Big up Zeno. He says, United will win the Champions League. Remember, I said it. Don't think we forgot that you need to jump on ManDem United and think Ollie's at the wheel. Don't ever think we forgot. Don't ever think we forgot, fam, that you need to sing Ollie's at the wheel. Because you were talking about, yeah, we're getting 12 or more points from this run. Yeah? And now we win in the Champions League. Sure. No, I haven't watched. Fardeen says, have you watched the Neymar documentary trailer? No, I haven't watched it. No. FIFA Sarcasm City Christmas tournament, so we know who holds the crown. Baines, who can come back. If I could do that, I would. But there's no way I can stream all the individual games live and have it on the channel when other people are streaming it. Something like that, it'd have to be done in person. I'm all for that. I won't get involved because my FIFA days are over. Like, I've just not got it anymore. I've not got it no more. What do you watch PowerBook on? Anywhere you watch football, and there's links in it. PowerBook. There's links. If not, hit me up. I'll send you some links. Sarcasm City FC need Bainesy and Zeno. Nah, we don't, fam. We good without you both, to be honest. We in Division 3 now. Yeah, Zeno, whenever you're ready, man. Whenever you're ready, my brother. Ollie got sacked, though. Yeah, he did get sacked, but he did, even before he got sacked, he wasn't able to get that amount of points. He was not getting 12, even if he had stayed and won the rest of the games. Even if he'd beat Chelsea and Arsenal, it was 6 points. You know what I'm saying? So you need to come on and sing Ollie's at the wheel, fam. Come answer for your sins, innit? Come answer for your sins, you joker. PSG are playing a non-league team in France for the Coupe de France. Hey, I'm all for it. I've said this, man. I'm doing a Coupe de France watch-along on Sunday. I might get 0 views, whatever. I'm with it. That'll be on the Twitch. That will be on the Twitch. 100%. Division 3 hype. How's it Division 3 hype when it's the highest division we've got to? And we're going to get promoted out of there too. We're Division 1 side. We just don't have the time. Everyone's, but we on smoke. When everyone's there, we don't lose. Everyone's there, we on smoke. Highly doubt the Newcastle and Burnley games will go ahead based on what we're hearing. The first half of next year will be crazy in terms of scheduling. We better get some squad reinforcements. Yeah, I hope the Newcastle game goes ahead. I'm trying to go, but well, they'll be fine anyway. They'll be fine. 100%. Smoking on that McKenna pack. Me and Bainesy are in Division 1. Let's run a friendly. Yeah, we got relegated with you, Bainesy, and then you left and it's been nothing but promotions. You were clearly the problem. Bainesy was the virus. We got relegated with you. You left and we haven't been relegated since. And we've been flying up divisions. Hey, the facts are the facts. Flawless, have you ever considered becoming a stand-up comedian? Yes, I have thought about it, but I'm not funny enough. Like, there's a level to it. Like it is. Like, don't get me wrong, I think I'm hilarious. Like, without question. However, the level between being funny just normally and then stand-up comedian funny is a huge gap. The golfing class is huge. It's like Champions League to like Europa League. You know what I'm saying? It's like Champions League to Europa League. Like that level. Like, I think I'm hilarious, don't get me wrong, and I'm funny. Like, without no one ain't ever tell me any different that I'm not funny. But yes, them stand-up comedians, because I got one of my dons is a stand-up comedian. Their level of funny is different. Like, stand-up comedian level of funny, like an expressions, for instance. Like, he in a whole different stratosphere of funny. Like a whole different lane. Had no service. How come you complain but everyone else has got service in that? Well, we move in that. Yeah, Bainesy was the problem. Flawless stand-up, we were talking about Arsenal. Yeah. Go to North London and get rushed off the stage. Flawless, how did you cope with your mental health during the first ever lockdown 18 months ago? Like I stated before, because it didn't change too much for me, I was fine. Like, I like my own company. I enjoy my own company, so it wasn't a problem. It's not like I was a mad, outgoing person. The only thing that stopped was me going raving and like live shows. Like, I couldn't perform no more, which I couldn't perform at shows. I couldn't host shows. But other than that, I was fine. And I just did everything I was doing, like being productive. Like, I started this. Without lockdown, I probably wouldn't be here talking to all of you lot now. Legit. is highly likely, or this would have been, it wouldn't have accelerated at the rate it has. Lockdown helped this so much. So you just got to use it as a blessing in disguise. And also the lockdown, you can fully focus on whatever you want to focus on. There's no distractions. You're in the house 24/7. Focus on whatever you want to focus on. I thoroughly loved the first lockdown. Because even before I was doing this, I was just getting up, eating, chilling, and playing Football Manager all day. That's the dream. And if you're on furlough, Lord of mercy, chase your dream. It's going to sound cheesy, but chase your dream if we go into lockdown, chase your dream, whatever that is. Whatever it is you've been putting off and procrastinating, go into. So whether it's something like this, whether I don't know, you've been lacking on gym, I don't know, you want to shoot your shot at female, any females who are watching, if you want to shoot your shot at a guy, that's the time. That's the time. I'm telling you, whatever it is you want to do, get closer to family members, get closer to certain friends, etc. Like, trust me, the first lockdown, I love. That's why I have no issue with lockdown. The only thing it would stop, like I said, was live shows, me hosting shows, and I wasn't going to football anyway, and raving, which I was doing less and less anyway. Man United for life says, big up Flawless Magic, come on United, large up to you, my Don. Arsenal are dead, facts. Bainesy complaining per usual, first lockdown was crap, no football. Yo, you just have to improvise with your content. That's what we did on radio. We just improvise with content. But they won't stop football anyway. Even if they stop it max for 2-3 weeks, they'll bring it back. They'll 110% bring it back, without question. There's nothing to worry about. Again, get your questions in. Continue to get your Manchester United questions in. For people that are joining, please make sure you hit the like button on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Make sure you do that. Subscribe to the channel. I've been waiting for lockdown. Work from home is the vibe. Like I said in it, use it to your advantage in that. For those that are Dragon Ball Z fans, lockdown is just a hyperbolic time chamber. Dragon Ball Z fans will love that reference. For those that get that, yes, it's just a hyperbolic time chamber. It's your time to get stronger and get better. Where instead of going into the hyperbolic time chamber to fight and get better at combat, use that to get better at whatever it is. That's what, if we go into lockdown, that's fully what I'm doing. Fully what I'm doing. I need to get back in the gym, so I might even start that. Just workout. That's something I need to do. I need to get fit, physically fit, cardio and weights, 100%. I need to sort my ish out. But yeah, locked up everyone. Now I won't even do content like that then, but no football is hella boring. Bainesy, this is why you need more interest than just football. You need more interest than just football, fam. Because what happens if it does go away? Pyramid Scheme says, yes, I improved my 3D skills and still in lockdown until further notice here in SA. When you say 3D skills, are you drawing, Pyramid Scheme? Let me know. If you're drawing, are you talking like art? Because if you can do art, I might have to shout you for some work still. I might need a thumbnail or something. Do you follow F1? I'm guessing you're asking me. Nah, I don't follow F1. Used to, but not anymore. Nah, last time I was following F1 was like Schumacher, Ferrari days, Mika Hakkinen, David Coulthard, Eddie Irvine, Villeneuve and them, man. 3D art animation. Wait, Pyramid Scheme. So you can animate like videos and stuff. I know that costs a lot, but shout me, because I need to get into it. That's something I want to do. I need animation on Sarcasm City TV. Not like full shows, like small clips. Like 100%. Let me know, because that's sick. That is sick, yo. Let me know. I know it's an arm and a leg for that ish, but yeah, that is sick. Just watched the Spider-Man movie today. Top 3 movies this year. Yeah, I'm going to see that this weekend. Flawless, what's your score prediction for Atletico? Both legs, I reckon. 1-1 away. 1-0 at home. I'm confident we go through. 110% confident Manchester United go through. That post-lockdown football was fire. Absolutely, EFAC. Cold. Yes, sir. Working on a shirt film commission at the moment. Hey, big up, man. Love to see people shining, man. Love to see people shining. Right. Flawless, what age did you start dealing your mates are bad? You start figuring out your mates are a bad influence if they were, obviously. Just as you get older. Just as you get older, Louis. As you get older, you'll figure it out. Because when you're young, you're stupid, innit? And that's not just you. I was stupid when I was young. So yeah, man, you figure it out and you figure out who's for you. And energy's real, man, innit? Like people's energy, like karma is a real thing in it. Like the energy you put out is the energy you get back. So if you got bad energy around you, you're gonna put out bad energy. This is why I lock people off. Like if you do some foul shit, if you do something with malice to me or not, or your energy is just bad and you're not bringing me good energy, then nah. I've noticed when I've cut certain people off, my shit's elevated. Like I've elevated as a person. Shit's got better and that. Can't be doing this as a toxic person and spreading bad vibes and that. So yeah, man, I wish someone had told me when I was younger, but you figure all that out as well because you realize that some of your brethren ain't for you. Like they're not out for you. But then you'll get certain brethren who are your ride or die. Like Tox, that's my brother. That's my ride or die. I've known him like 15, 16 years. Like that's my bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my guy. Like I'm godfather to his 2 kids. And then you realize friends ain't people who you've known the longest either. Bainesy's in the chat. That's my done. Like Bainesy, my guy, type of things. And he's done nothing but trying to assist and help, man, in this space. Nothing from the jump. That's all he's tried to do. Is he annoying at times? Yes. But that's all he's tried to do. He's helped me more than some people I've known for years. Man's here always supporting, always retweeting, liking, sharing, etc. That's my guy. And that's why I replicate that with him. Big up Flawless, watching any games tonight. Yes, Liverpool, Newcastle. Liverpool, Newcastle. Will be on the Twitch. And don't get mistaken, people. Even if we do go into lockdown, you will still get shows from Sarcasm City TV. I promise you, lot. You'll still get football shows as well. You will still get football shows. You'll still get ManDem United. Yeah, I had to get the cheap shot in because you always got to get cheap shots in it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I tweeted it yesterday, yo. In case you lot forgot, Benzi's one of the GOATs in this content creator space. Just had to let everybody know because people are sleeping and forgetting how good Bainesy is at what he does. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Don't worry, people. Like during lockdown, Sarcasm, I'll still be here. Sarcasm City TV will still be here. So don't think if lockdown happens and football gets locked off that we're going anywhere. Like we're still here and we'll still produce content. I'll still do ManDem United. Might be one a week, but I still do ManDem United and I'll replace the other show with something else. You'll get more Pro Club streams. You'll get more FIFA streams. I'll open up. If we go into lockdown, I'll do an open tournament and play you lot. Like best out of 3 or something like that, or best out of 5, like 100%. I'll probably get more games and start running GTA and stuff like that, like on the Twitch. You get what I'm saying, and things of that nature. Like I'll make sure there's still content. You'll still get football, basketball will continue on. Trying to think of other sports. Cricket will still happen. I'll do more cricket, calling shows as well, like all of that. 100%. I just run ManDem United as the second one of them a week will just be a calling show, just so people can get it off their chest. So don't worry, man. We're gonna continue to be here. So yeah. So Mazza, Flawless, your favorite anime? Dragon Ball Z. I don't think mates are a bad influence. I think you missed an opportunity to be a good friend unless they're treacherous. Nah, mates can be a bad influence. Absolutely. Because your mates can be a good influence. So it goes both ways. Anybody can be. You can have parents who are bad influences. Absolutely, you can have parents who are great influences. In my school, majority of the people I know get up to no good, and some are in the local gangs near the area. Yo, swerve them. People getting up to no good, and gangs and all that. Trust me, from someone who knows, I live in a gang affiliated area. Swerve that. Be cool with people. I'm not saying lock people off. Like, be cool. If someone's your brethren, even if they're going that, that's still my guy. You see him, you dap him up, fist bump. Yeah, man, cool, big up. Well, like, just don't get involved is what I'd say. Focus on you and it. Head screwed on, focus on you and what you want to do. Enjoy life as well, man. Do you think the Lakers can turn up? Do you think the Lakers can turn up kind of playoffs? I'm still so unconvinced that bum AD is in his prime and it's still a LeBron carry job. It depends. The talk is they might trade Russ. If they trade Russ, who knows? They got a couple of players to come back from injury as well. So who knows? They might get it right. I'm not doing no cooking show though. I leave that to you and Bainsy and Ahmed. I leave that to you, man. I do no cooking show. You man are wilding. This man are wild. These man are wild boys. Wild boys. You think I'm doing that? Must be crazy. Where else we at? But yeah, man, like Lion Sniper says, innit? Calling shows, the whole lot, man. We're going to keep the shows rolling. But right, we're going to close out the show, people. Don't forget, just under half an hour, I'll be on Rance's Twitch with Aaron and Rance talking all things Manchester United. Then 8 p.m., I'll be on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch for Liverpool versus Newcastle. Then I'll probably be on Matisse's Twitch at 10 p.m. Not 100% sure on that. Not heard from him, but large with my guy Matisse. And then there'll be a Sarcasm City Sports Q&A members edition on the Twitch as well. No NBA today because the games are dead. So no NBA today. But yeah, man, we're going to continue to get the shows on the road. Thoughts on Hannibal and Zidane Iqbal. Zidane Iqbal is the greatest youngster of all time. And Hannibal, I hear nothing but good things about. So I'm looking forward to seeing him get his chance. And did he win player of the tournament in the Arab Cup or something like that? So I'm 100% looking forward to it. And looking forward to seeing him get his chance. And one thing we know about Ralph already, like, he put on a Langer when United were 0-0 against Palace. Like, when he was 0-0 against Palace, like, 100%. Yeah, Bainsy, I know. That's why I said it. That's for you before you was in the chat and started running your gumps. Yo, y'all need a cam on pro clubs. So are we good? But I would have to create a B team because too many people are asking. It's just finding the time. Again, if we go into lockdown, more time on the hands, I'll definitely create a B team. But the A team stacked. Like I said, we in Division 3 and we a Division 1 side. It's just time. Like if we could play 3-4 times a week, we'd be in Division 1 already. Not everybody's free. As you lot know, just me, one's busy. Never mind, you got other content creators there. Months, you got Ethan, you got Osman, you got Peter, you got Cams, you got Winter Surfer. All these people content create, not just here, but also on their own channels as well in other places. See that Iqbal is better than Ronaldinho. For sure, if I get a squad, we got to get a game in when everyone's on. Yeah, we're always looking friendlies as well. So if you lot create a team, you can play us as well. That's not a problem. Rafael G says, big up Flawless. Big up to you, my guy. Every single time. But yeah, man, large up to everyone that's locked in. Please don't forget that this show and all the other shows on Sarcasm City TV, apart from the watch-alongs, are available on audio-only platforms. So if you want to listen in traditional podcast, via traditional podcast means, SoundCloud, Spotify, or iTunes, type in Sarcasm City TV, and wherever you listen to podcasts, type it in and it will pop up. The links for them are underneath in the description as well. Flawless, do you want Mike Phelan and Eric Ramsey to leave or stay? Leave. I want everyone associated with Ollie Gunn. Whole reset. Everybody gotta go. But yeah, the ManDem United podcast will be back next Tuesday because we're here Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. people. Every Tuesday, every Thursday here on the YouTube, 5 p.m. Normally joined by a special guest, but sometimes I just do these one-on-one shows and I run these shows. But yeah, large up to everyone that's locked in. And this has been the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV. Big up for tuning in.